Hey, how's it going? Good morning. It's a little after 10 in the morning, and I just got a call that Boone got to work, and I guess the boss said, yeah, get on out of here. And she has her cousin, I believe it's her cousin's car. So I'm jumping on a bike, heading over to the airport rail link, and I'm going to meet her halfway at the Humoc station. Hi. And we're going to take off. Pretty typical traffic, Sukhumvit any time of the day. Really simple. If you get off at the MRT Phetchaburi station, it's clearly marked how to get over to Makassan train station, and that's where you'll find the airport rail link. It's pretty cheap. I think to get out to Suvarnabhumi one way is 45 baht, I think. Now, I've never got off at another station, but Humoc, that's where I'm going. I have to look at the board. Is not far from where my girlfriend lives, and she has the car over there. So no sense her coming into the busy Sukhumvit area just to pick me up. I can easily get over there on a train. The old train tracks around the Makassan station, if you're familiar with the Clash's Combat Rock album, I mentioned it in another video. This is where they shot that iconic album cover, probably in the 1980s. And the sign says the fastest way to Suvarnabhumi, 22 minutes. Now, the train doesn't come as frequent as the MRT or BTS. I believe it goes every 10 minutes. And most of these people you see are not coming from the airport. They're just using it as a commuter train. So keep that in mind when you head to this station, especially here at Makassan. It oftentimes fills up at the first stop, up at Phia Thai, up in the Victory Monument area. So it might be worth taking a cab if there's 4 of you with big bags. If it's just one person with a backpack, this is the way to go. But it will be packed in the later afternoon. So there you go, 8 stations starting up at Phia Thai. We're at the 3rd station, Makassan. I'm going just 2 stations to Humoc, and then you can see it continues on down the line to Suvarnabhumi and ends up in the basement of the airport. It couldn't be more convenient. Now, there are self-service ticket offices, or you can just come over here to the window, especially if you're breaking a large bill. And it couldn't be any easier. There's just 2 signs, one to Suvarnabhumi, one to Phia Thai. I didn't check what it cost. I think it was 20 something, 22 baht. Just from memory, I want to say it's 40 baht to go out to the airport one way. It's a good deal, whatever it is. They have the signs. It says the next train arrives in 4 minutes now. I've mentioned this is a separate pay system beyond the BTS or MRT. I did not notice if I could use my contactless Visa or MasterCard. I didn't see the symbol when I buzzed in, but my girlfriend will know, so I'll remember to mention that later in this video. On the MRT, you can. The MRT, mostly underground subway. On the BTS, the overhead train, you cannot, as of today anyhow, in 2024. The MRT is kind of unique. Every time they build a new line, it's a different pay system. However, the new yellow line is allowing you to use your BTS card. That's kind of new. I think the gold line over in Thonburi also allows you to use the rabbit card, but I'm not 100% positive. As I'm waiting for the train, I looked it up. It says single journeys are 15 to 45 baht, obviously 45 all the way out to the airport. It didn't mention anything about the contactless Visa or MasterCard, so I'm going to assume no, but I'll still try to get that answer. And there's a shot of the train. They're a little bit older, but they're nice and clean, super safe. That is the one heading in the direction to Phia Thai, coming from the airport. And you can see it, whatever this is, 10:30 in the morning, it's fairly empty. It will be packed early in the morning, and I guess in the afternoon, heading in the other direction's a little more popular. Everybody's heading out to their homes in the suburbs. And I really enjoy taking these trains. The taxis and Grab, that's cheap enough. It's just the problem is traffic here in Bangkok. You mix in an accident and yeah, that ride to the airport just unexpectedly took another 30 or 40 minutes. So I kind of time my trips to use these trains. And that is looking off in the direction of Sukhumvit. There's the iconic football stadium. I looked down on that stadium from my condo in Non Nut off in the distance. There's the newish yellow line monorail. This Humak is a junction between the airport link and the yellow line, which goes between Lat Phrao and Samrong down at Samut Prakan, where you'll connect to the light green line. You can then get on that and head towards On Nut and all the way up. And here we are, Humak. I didn't time it or anything. It was less than 10 minutes. Not a problem at all. So keep this airport rail link in mind when picking a condo, maybe a stop or two off of Phetchaburi. If you find the perfect situation, it would probably be my last choice, just because the train only goes every 10 minutes. If I'm correct on that, and I think I read that, and I know I just waited 5 or 6 minutes for the last train. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but when the BTS and MRT are coming every 3 minutes, it seems, during rush hour, that's a little bit better option for commuting. I should have mentioned, I went up to the ticket counter, but even the self-service machines, they're going to give you the little poker chip. You just place the poker chip. Watch this guy. He's putting it in. So you place it when you walk into the train and you drop it back when you leave. I'm not positive if, I assume there is, a frequent flyer card, kind of like the rabbit card, to put load money on and use the train every day. If so, bring your passport, or at least a good color copy of your passport. Anytime you do anything, that is going to be your form of identification. Even getting a rabbit card, they're going to take that passport and register your name. I just asked the young lady, guard, and she says no visa, no contactless. Hey, so there you go. That's a fast peek at how to take the airport rail link. It's no big deal. Don't be afraid of it at all. Yeah, once again, sitting in a Grab or Bolt, they're cheap enough, but you're going to take that risk with traffic, and that's a risk you may not want to take when you're heading to your international flight. So thank you so much for watching, and there'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later.